What's up, guys? How's it going? It is Matt here. So you haven't seen me do a video in a little while because I was pretty much down by Washington DC doing a job pretty much all week long. So I'm back, guys, and I'm coming at you with a video. And this video I think is a very, very important topic because I had something happen to me last night that scared the bejesus out of me. So let's get into it. It's like this, guys, especially parents out there. The world ain't as safe as you think it is. All right. It is not as safe as you think it is. If you go online, go YouTube, stuff like that, all you got to do is type up child snatcher, someone taking children, kidnapping children. All right. There are so many videos, security footage of a person walking into a public place and a parent just steps away from their kid in a cart or in a stroller or something like that for a couple seconds. And then out of nowhere, some dude grabs them, some woman grabs that kid and runs and leaves. I've had 2 close encounters of something like that. And last night was one of those encounters. Now, it all comes down to awareness. And if I wasn't aware, if my wife wasn't aware of what was happening, it may be a different story today. I may be at the police department today filing a report or trying to, or crying, just hoping something, they would find my children. The first thing happened a couple of years ago. I was just following my wife around, like she was going to Michael's. And then I was just following her around. I had Noah in the car seat with me. He was younger. I had Noah in not the car seat, but in the stroller. I'm just walking around with Noah, kind of my wife's doing her thing. And I'm just, oh, geez, all you guys out there, you know how it is when the wife wants to go shopping, right? You're just kind of doing your business, you're doing your best, just supporting them. Yeah, looks great, go have fun. And you're sitting there, thinking about Cabela's or something like that. And I had this kind of Hispanic woman come up to me, older, kind of middle-aged, probably about this high or whatever. And she walked up to me, and out of all the people, there were other guys just like me in Michael's, and they didn't have kids, all right? So this woman comes up to me. She barely speaks any English, and she asked me if I could help her get into her car. Oh, please, please, please. I'm out of all the people that she could have asked for help, she specifically came to me when I'm sitting there with a cart and my youngest, he was about 2 years old at the time, sitting there in a cart. Why did she pick me out? And I was questioning myself, and I'm no idiot. All right. I'm no idiot. I'm not going to make that mistake. And I'm like, I'm with my son. And she's like, oh, well, that's okay. You could take him with you. That's basically just told me, yeah, but please come outside with me and help. I can't get into my car. I'm like, no. Like, I'm not leaving my son. And that she kept asking me, and I said, go, get away, go find someone else. And then she finally went away and did something else. Now, in my mind, what the thought that came across my head, tactically speaking, is she's trying to get me outside so they can ambush me and take my son. That is what was going through my mind when that whole scenario happened. And I said, hell no, not gonna happen. I'm not a victim. You will not touch my child. All right. That's my mindset. That's how I've always been. I'm always aware of my surroundings, always aware of what's going on around me. I don't fall for things like that. Well, last night, my family, we decided to go out to eat for dinner. We don't do that very often. So, hey, I've been away just outside of Washington, D.C. for all week. Hey, let's go out and get some dinner. Awesome. So we all ate a little too much, and we decided, okay, we need to go walk this off. So why don't we go over to Goodwill? We have a Goodwill that's pretty close, so we'll go over there, and we'll just walk it off and look around, maybe find some smoking deals and stuff, because if you've never shopped in Goodwill, there's some pretty good deals that come along. But anyway, so we're doing our thing. I have my son with me. Again, he's much older now. He's 4 years old. And my other son was in the cart with her, and then my 12-year-old daughter is kind of wandering around, kind of close by to us, looking at looking at stuff that she might like, and stuffed animals and stuff like that. And I'm at a place where I could see them all, where it's good, we have control of the situation. And they're out there, and I'm helping Noah, trying to look through toys, and I'm pulling stuff down for him. And then out of nowhere, I see a dude come right next to me, literally within breathing distance, within brushing distance of me, within inches away from me. And he walks right next to me, and he is not even close to interested in any merchandise. And the look on the posture on his body, the way how he's working, the way how he's constantly looking around, making sure no one could see what was going on. So something told me the second I saw this dude that he was up to no good. But the thing is he went by my area and he was eyeing my children, all three of my children. And I was about this far, about arm's width away from Noah. So I quickly walked up, so I got close to him, and I stared this guy down as he starts walking. And then I see my daughter in the aisle over there, and my wife notices him too by now. And she's like, wow, something's not right with this dude. And then I shout out for my daughter, Abby, come here. Hey, Abigail, come here. And I told her to get close to us. I'm like, go over by mommy, is what I said very loud so everyone in that area could hear. That dude was he took a look. This guy was shady. Had a very, very shady look on him. All right. And that dude, what he did is he looked back the second he saw that, and I was eyeing him down, giving him the death stare with, you take one more step and I will end your life type of stare I was giving this guy. And then he just walked through, not interested in any merchandise, threw up his hood and walked out the store. Now, in my wife's and my mind, especially my mind, okay, now they're waiting outside. What do we do now? Because we need to get out of the store. These people are probably waiting outside. So we go to the counter, we start checking out the stuff, and then my wife takes both the boys, both of them are together kind of big, and puts them in the same cart with her. It puts both the boys in there. I keep Abby close by my side. She's holding my left hand because they know it's on my right hip, all right? And in that specific selection, that was this. Okay, they know what's on my right hip, and they know, all my kids know, my wife knows, everyone else knows. So my daughter held my left hand, and mommy made it clear, hold daddy's left hand, right? And then I unzipped my fleece, all right? And then we started walking outside very carefully. I kept all the kids, and I kept them behind me, and I took a look around. I didn't see anyone waiting around the corners. It was dark by now. I didn't see anybody waiting by our van, and we had the only van in the parking lot. Well, if you have 3 kids and a wife, then more than likely that's your vehicle. So we checked the vehicle. We didn't let our children out of our sight. Then we let our children into the vehicle, right? And then the next thing that we did is we took the long way home, right? We made sure everyone was locked up. We made sure no one was, the doors were in constant control of me or my wife. And then we took the long way home, all right? Because we didn't want a tail. We didn't want whoever these people were to find me. My wife says she also noticed there was a second woman that came in right around the same time as that guy. And they seemed to kind of spread out almost like they were doing the same exact thing. So she was suspicious in the first place too. So we took the very, very, very long way home with lots of turns until we realized for sure that we were in the green. And then we made it our way to our house when we were clear. And then we brought our kids in, made sure all the doors were locked behind me, the motion sensor lights are on. And then we were done for the night, and we kept our eyes out throughout the night. This is a real thing. There are real kidnappers. There are real child snatchers out there, all right? For the parents out there, guys, pay attention, all right? Your number one defense is not a firearm. Your number one defense is not a pocket knife. Your number one sense is being alert, having an idea of what's going on around you, noticing strange behavior, noticing specific behavior. If you see some dude walking through a place and the stuff that he was wearing, it looked like he found it off the side of a street or something like that, it almost had like a drug looking kind of face when it's sunken in and just looks like he might be on some drugs or something like that. And you see them walking around, and the way how their body language is it's not your average. It looks to me like they are so nervous and they're planning on something and they're looking to get away with something, and they make your way over to your kids. Get your kids close. Get your kids close. Let them know, I am here, I see you, basically, in some way, shape, or form. And then they usually will walk on by and make their way out to another place, right? So the threat is real, guys. And situational awareness is very important. Honestly, situational awareness is more important than your defensive training, because you could stop almost anything with situational awareness. But anyway, guys, I hope this helps, guys. So like, share, subscribe. Don't take the safety of being back home for granted. All right, there are some bad people back here too. Remember, guys, it's our responsibility to take care of each other and protect each other. Peace.